Dear students, in this lecture we will be learning about the digital storage oscilloscope and the data acquisition system. Okay, so here first moving into digital storage oscilloscope, it is a recording instrument. We are going to record the measuring quantity, whatever is going to be measured, it is recorded over here. The previous version of your digital storage oscilloscope is here cathode ray oscilloscope. You can see cathode ray oscilloscope, and the picture of a cathode ray oscilloscope is given over here. So this is my digital storage oscilloscope. An improved version of CRO is here DSO. So DSO is the full form of it is digital storage oscilloscope. The advantage, before going into how it is going to really work, let me see the advantages of DSO. The first thing is that all the data are manipulated here in digital form. You know, digital means it is ones and zeros. All the data, what I am going to store, what I am going to capture, everything is recorded in the form of ones and zeros, and it is stored. Whenever required, it is retrieved and it is displayed over here like a graph. Okay, and the second advantage what you can see here is that you have got the option of storing, you have got the option of holding the waveform, you have got the option of saving the waveform. All those options is available in digital storage oscilloscope. Clarity wise, DSO has got a very good better quality compared to that of your CRO. That is why nowadays your digital storage oscilloscope is taking an upper hand over your cathode ray oscilloscope. Now let me see the basic functionality or basic phenomena behind which your DSO is going to work. So your DSO, it is an oscilloscope which is going to store and analyze the signals in digital form. Okay, so how it is going to do it in digital form is that the input analog signal is sampled. Sampling means at particular frequency the data is taken, that is called as sampling, and it is converted into digital record of the amplitude of the signal at each sample time. That is a very simple form. What we can say as sampling is converting your analog to digital. Okay. The block diagram of your DSO goes like this. You have got your input signal, whatever I am going to measure, if it is an voltage waveform, if it is a current waveform, that input signal is given over here, and I have got a buffer amplifier. So this total dotted lines you can see, this is analog to digital conversion. Again I say, in digital storage oscilloscope your data is stored or it is processed in digital format. So I have to convert my data, analog data, into digital form. That is done by this block which is available. You have got a buffer amplifier. Amplifier is the one which is going to increase the amplitude of the signal. So buffer amplifier will increase the amplitude of the signal. Then you have got your, this is my data acquisition system, wherein the input signal after amplification it is sampled. So sample and hold circuit will sample my data. After sampling it, you will have your analog to digital conversion, which will convert my analog data to digital data. Okay, so that digital data is stored in memory. Whenever needed, this memory you can retrieve the digital data with the help of the digital to analog conversion, because everything again you have to convert your original form, that is analog form. So for the conversion of digital to analog, I will have a digital to analog conversion. So this is my DAC, and from the output of the DAC you will have two amplifier sections in your display unit, your vertical amplifier and horizontal amplifier. The output of your digital to analog conversion will be fed to the vertical amplifier. So that is fed to one plate of your LCD. On the other plate, what you will have is, you will have some control units which is going to control the sampling, at what frequency you have to sample. So everything will be controlled by this control unit. So to control this control unit, you will have a clock signal. This is my clock signal which says at what frequency I have to sample. Okay, so that control signal will be controlling my data acquisition system, and it will be controlling my memory system. Okay, that control will also be controlling the time-based circuit. So when I am going to have a waveform, you will have a time, you will have an amplitude. The time portion will be controlled by this control unit. Okay, so now after the control unit is this time base will be again converted to an analog converter. The digital will be converted to analog. It is fed to the horizontal amplifier. That horizontal amplifier will be fed to the LCD display. So amplitude will be given by my vertical amplifier. The time divisions will be given by my horizontal amplifier. So this is the block diagram of a digital storage oscilloscope. Remember, the main thing is that your analog data is converted to digital. It is stored in memory. Whenever needed, or again it is converted into analog, then it is fed to the display unit. Okay, so you'll have two amplifiers, one is in vertical direction, the other one is horizontal direction. Vertical direction is for the amplitude purpose, horizontal direction is for the time based purpose. Yes, so this is my operation of digital storage oscilloscope. The next one is your data acquisition system. We have seen about this earlier. What is data acquisition system? This is how I am going to collect my data, process my data, and I am going to store the data or use it for further process. So the total system is called as data acquisition system. In case of data acquisition system, you will be using sensors or transducers, because if I am going to read, supposing I am going to read a temperature, I need a sensor. I cannot touch the body and say this is my temperature. You need some temperature measuring device, that is my sensor or transducer. Okay, so everywhere in data acquisition system you will be needing a sensor or a transducer that is used to collect the data. Then the data is scaled, conditioned in the sense it is converted to the required format, it is amplified, converted to the required format by means of the signal conditioning unit. After that, it is stored. I am going to have many sensors. So all the sensor data will be stored at a particular location, converted to digital format, and it is stored at a particular location. Then whenever needed, these stored data will be retrieved. If needed, we are hearing about IoT, Internet of Things, right? If I need to send this data to a remote location, I can send it, I can store it. All this process will be done over here. The rest of the system will take care of that. Okay, a simple example or a simple block diagram of my data acquisition system is put over here. So these are my transducers. Totally I've got n number of transducers to do. If suppose I'm going to monitor the crop, agriculture, smart agriculture I'm going to do. I'll be measuring my moisture, I'll be measuring my carbon dioxide content, I'll be measuring the different parameters of the soil. So for each of the thing, I'll be using a transducer over here. The output of the transducer will be very small, so I have to signal condition that output. That is done with the help of signal conditioner, which is going to amplify my signal, which is going to increase my signal. Then after increasing, it will be better if I convert that into a digital form. So this signal conditioner, you can use the signal as it is, or you can convert that into a digital form. Okay. Then you have got a multiplexer. Multiplexer is the one you will have many inputs and one output. So all the data signals which are present over here will be sent to the multiplexer. That multiplexer, if I need an analog data, here I am taking the signal conditioning as it is. So the analog data is fed to the recorder, display or meter. If suppose I need the data in a digital format, I have to convert that into digital conversion. Analog to digital converter is used. So that output is fed to a printer, because your printer is a digital device, your digital display is a digital device, your tape is a digital device, or computer processing is a digital device. So for all these digital devices, I need a digital data. So the input from the transducer is converted to digital with the help of this analog to digital converter, and it is fed to the various elements where I have to feed. Okay. So this process is called as data acquisition. I am going to acquire the data, process the data, and send to the desired location. If I need to store, I can store. If I need to process, I can process. If I need to send to a different location, I can send it. The total system, we name it as data acquisition system. Okay. So with this, you will be getting a knowledge about the digital storage oscilloscope and also about the data acquisition system. Thank you.